All right, so this is our mission 4 part 1 review. And before you go any further, make sure you have a protractor with you because you will need one to do this. All right, so we're gonna go through each of these one at a time. I'm gonna have you do these problems on your own, and then I'm going to show you what my answer would be. Now, for some of these, for example, this one here, your drawings or how you do things might look different than mine. And that's totally okay. It is fine for them to look different. As long as they are, for example, 2 points that are labeled W and X, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter where you put them. So let's go ahead and look at this first one. You're going to use the following instructions to draw a figure in this box. And part A, we're gonna do first. We're gonna draw 2 points and we're gonna label one point W and the other point X. Go ahead and do that on your own. All right, so I'm just gonna draw 2 points. So I've got W and X. All right. B, using a straight edge, draw a line through points W and X. All right, so I'm taking my protractor as a straight edge, and I just prefer to turn my paper, and I'm drawing a line. Now, they said a line, so you should have a line with one arrow on each side to show that it is continual. All right, let's go to C. Draw point Z that is not on the line through points W and X. Go ahead and do that on your own. All right, so I'm drawing point Z, and they said it should not be on the line that goes through W and X, so I'm just gonna draw it right here. Right, there's point Z. Okay, D, using a straight edge, draw a ray from point X that passes through point Z. All right, go ahead and try that on your own. So I'm gonna draw a ray that goes from point X and passes through point Z. Oops. Okay, so if you did that correctly, you will have the line stopping at X and going all the way through Z with an arrow at the end, showing that it is an array, showing it is a ray. All right, E, using a straight edge, draw a line segment from point W to point Z. Go ahead and do that on your own. All right, so I'm drawing a line segment from point W to point Z. So I'm gonna line it up. Now your line segment should just be a segment from W to Z. All right, yours might not look exactly like mine, but if you have the proper elements, then you're good. All right, now go ahead and do F. Name an acute angle on yours. All right, so in mine, the acute angle that I see is angle ZWX. So you need to make sure you have this symbol of an angle, and I like to put that slash through it, but you do not have to. And it's angle ZWX. Oops, ZWX. All right, go ahead and do G. Name an obtuse angle. You may have to draw and label another point. All right, so for me, I am looking at, let's look at this angle here. This one's definitely obtuse, ZX, and I do need a third point to name the angle. And I'm just gonna go ahead and label this one as A. Now, if you didn't label it as A or you chose a different angle, as long as it's obtuse, it's fine. So my angle is gonna be ZXA. Okay, so that is that first problem. If we go to the next one, so we're going to use our protractor to measure the angle indicated by the arc. We're going to classify each angle as right, acute, or obtuse. Go ahead and try this first one on your own. All right, so you should have used your protractor and lined it up. Now, every protractor is different, so remember that. And with the protractor I'm using, I'm lining it up with this middle thing. Yours might have a dot on it. So I'm lining it up straight across the bottom, and I'm measuring this part, this ray that goes up, and mine says that it is 60 degrees. Yours should also be about 60 degrees. What type of angle is it? Well, this is an angle that is less than 90 degrees, so it is an acute angle. All right, let's go ahead and look at this second one. Try this angle on your own. All right, so I'm going to measure this angle with my protractor. I'm lining it up properly, and I see that it tells me that it's 90 degrees. I know that a 90-degree angle is a right angle, so I'm gonna say that it's a right angle. Go ahead and try this third one on your own. All right, so you are going to measure this angle. You're gonna line it up, and you're gonna ask yourself, what degrees is this? So when I look at this, it's going up. I'm seeing that it is 130 degrees. Now I'm not gonna say it's 50 degrees because it is clearly an obtuse angle. So your angle should be about 130 degrees as well.